Obviously, he dates young, hot women. And typically, once they turn age 25, he cuts them off.
When you're dating a 20-year-old and you're in your 40s, they don't have anything to base this back. They have no experience. The experience is a teacher of life.
Older men date significantly younger women because women their own age don't want them.
I am 54. I don't really want to date a 27-year-old or a 31-year-old. Just endless male privilege.
And here we are, 48 hours past the date, and I have not heard a word, even though I have reached out.
Younger woman, please stop dating these old-ass dudes.
Can't hide it. There are tears of frustration this week.
She's damaged. All because a 40-year-old wants to be living his best life.
Any guy who goes after a girl significantly younger than them is severely lacking.
Yep, that's right. Wherever there is a happy 40-year-old man just enjoying his life with a beautiful 24-year-old on his arm, there's always a sour, angry 40-year-old trying to kill that relationship.
I think it's super important for young women to understand the reasons older men want to be with you. They are looking for somebody to easily control and manipulate, someone that will look up to them.
And this unholy trinity has only increased in recent years because women have been sold lie after lie after lie by other women, telling them that what men really want is a career-driven, highly successful, mature woman who's emotionally intelligent, in therapy, and has tons of experience.
I'm financially independent. I got 3 raises so far at work. I'm a homeowner. I have amazing family and friends. And obviously my standards have changed so much since I was 20. Like, you really have to add value to my life for me to even consider talking to you.
Yep, that's exactly what we want. So sexy. I mean, it's absolutely hilarious how every time women start listing their reasons on why men should date them or why they are a good catch, they start off with having a great job, knowing their worth, and that they are incredibly independent.
I'm very financially stable. I provide everything for myself. I'm completely independent. I think I'm a catch. Like, I'm successful in my career. I can hold my own. I'm financially independent. I have a great family. I have a good personality. I'm attractive. I had all this confidence. So I was like, why am I getting rejected?
Which just shows you how little women understand what men actually find attractive. Anyways, it's obvious that these women in their 30s and 40s are so desperately trying to gatekeep young women.
Younger woman, please stop dating these old-ass dudes. Because one of the main reasons they want to be with you is because they think you're too gullible and you deserve better.
Yes, younger women, you deserve better. Now give us back our old, rich, successful, handsome guys that are still able to date a 24-year-old because you deserve better. I mean, come on, man. It's so obvious what's going on here. And yet they are selling it as if they are helping out. It's just ridiculous. But the joke is, these 24-year-olds are not being forced to date older men. In fact, many of them are actively seeking them out.
I think that the oldest was 20 years older than me, and I was 25. What kind of like helped me get over that hump is that the guy was very good looking.
That helps.
Yeah, he looked amazing.
That's right, you heard it correctly. This guy was still looking excellent in his early 40s, which is why she was attracted to him as a 25-year-old. And that's probably because he was using excellent skincare for many years. Which is why I'm proud to announce today's sponsor, Teach Hanley, to help you do just that. Now, in addition to working out and eating healthy, excellent skincare is definitely an important part to looking and feeling good. So if you want to age like fine wine, you need a good skincare routine, and you need products that target the various skin issues that men have, and this is where Teach Hanley comes in, since they actually offer a complete skincare package. This also includes SPF protection in the AM moisturizer to keep your face hydrated, as well as protected from the sun. Now, my favorite products of the Teach Hanley lineup are definitely the face wash and the eye cream, which I would highly recommend you get. Next to this, they offer 3 system options, level 1, level 2, and level 3. If you're new to skincare and don't know where to start, the level 1 system is a great place to start with, but if you want their amazing eye cream and super serum, you should definitely consider getting their level 2 or level 3 systems. Now remember, skincare is not something you want to put off, since prevention is key, and starting early is essential if you want to continue looking great for many years to come. Oh, and by the way, Teach Hanley members get tons of benefits, including 20% off the retail price, access to exclusive monthly deals, and free US shipping. And because Teach Hanley is sponsoring today's video, they're offering you guys a great deal. Just click the first link in the description and you get 30% off on your first box plus a free gift. So don't miss out on this amazing deal. Click that link and get started today. So this complete lack of understanding men, or perhaps even willingness to understand men, is what hits them so hard as they get older when they find out they've been lied to.
Many women spend their 20s becoming educated and financially stable. When they finally achieve independence and look for men who've done the same, they realize the men are not looking for powerful, independent women in their 30s.
Now instead of taking this newfound knowledge and going, maybe we should rethink things, they actually double down and now try to shame men for not wanting them.
They're actually looking for attractive younger women in their 20s that will make them feel powerful.
Ooh, you can just taste the bitterness dripping off the screen. Please drop a like on the video if you agree that this is a fully self-induced problem that women are now trying to blame on men, and comment down below what you think. This is simply what you get when you live in an echo chamber of women telling other women what men should want and not what men actually want. As men, we give each other realistic advice that is actually useful, such as go to the gym, eat healthy, get your finances right, and stop being desperate. All of which will instantly make you more attractive to any woman you might come across, because these actually target the things that women are looking for. However, women look at themselves from a female perspective and they target things that they find attractive themselves, after which they complain that guys don't want that.
They realize the men are not looking for powerful, independent women in their 30s.
We never told you we were. Now this whole debate about older men dating women in their 20s has nothing to do with protecting younger women, since these are fully grown adults that can vote, drink, and know exactly what they're doing. No, it's simply about older women trying to force the guys that they want to date to only date them, since they are noticing that their options in the dating market aren't that great.
I got on this app and I must say that the choices and options were devastated. You know, once you hit 40, it's slim pickings, you know what I'm saying? Not everybody's gonna be attractive.
And so, when your own dating pool is seeing an outflux of handsome, successful 40-year-olds running over to the 24-year-olds and having a blast while doing so, then of course you have to go on the attack by pretending as if they're out there protecting these young, naive, fragile little 22-year-olds as if they're newborn babies.
Guys date younger women because they're easily manipulated. They're gonna be very happy with a few crumbs.
Especially those that are much younger than you, because kind of seems like they might be a little easier to control.
They're looking for someone easier to impress, to manipulate and mold.
I think it also depends on how old the younger person is. To me, I think by 30, it's a fair playing field.
Right. This is such blatant bull, also known as moving the goalpost whenever it suits you, since the world was perfectly fine to let a 16-year-old girl tell them how to live their lives and to tell world leaders how they should govern their countries at the freaking UN. But somehow a 21-year-old is too stupid and inexperienced to determine who she wants to date, and every single older guy that tries to date her is only doing so to take advantage of her silly little brain.
You lack experience and you're naive in the world of dating, and you're easy to mold.
It is absolutely ridiculous, and it exposes the truth, which is that older women are simply bitter and angry that men their own age rather date a 24-year-old.
Middle-aged women do not like to see an older man going for a much younger woman because it is a threat. I think it's actually very personal. Like, I think that even if they're married, right, they're not even in the dating world. So like, why should they care?
Yeah.
But they still feel a threat because what it means.
So clearly, older men and younger women can like each other for their looks. However, for men, there's a very simple reason to date younger women that has nothing to do with beauty at all. See if you can spot it from this clip.
What is it that you think we need y'all for? I would love to know. What do we need y'all for?
Why on earth would a woman, an unmarried woman in her 50s, want to get into a committed, monogamous relationship with a man right now? What benefit is it for her to do that?
Let me make something perfectly clear to you. I do not need a man. I can finance myself, I can myself, and I can feed myself. So when I want a man, it's not to provide those three things.
Yep, can't wait to date any of these lovelies. Sign me up. Now another reason why these older women are so frustrated and angry about men dating younger women is because they do not want to date younger men. Obviously, they like the attention from younger men, and there are plenty of men in their 20s trying to hook up with older women. However, those young men are just looking for a good time, and in the eyes of these older women, they possess even less of the qualities that they are looking for.
Ask them, like,
Are you looking for a relationship and a lifelong partner, or are you looking just to casually date and hook up? And he said casually date and hook up.
You know, men that young meet women my age who are DTF, you know, down for the funning around. And they think all women my age are. I'm not that. And I think he thought that I was just going to go back to his place after one glass of wine. And as soon as I let him know that was not the case, he was real quick to get let's get the check.
So this all creates a very frustrating situation for older women, since the men that they can have, they don't want, and the men that they do want, don't want them. Which is just a breeding ground for lashing out on social media about how all men are creeps for wanting to date a 24-year-old, and that the men that they do go on dates with are terrible. But the sad truth is, these older women are so busy blowing smoke up each other about how great they are.
Like a woman in her 50s who is divorced, has her kids already, she's literally in the same position as a man in his, an unmarried man in his 20s.
There is tons of 40 years old that have good jobs, they have their goals and dreams and zero baggage whatsoever.
That they fail to realize that a lot of them are just a nightmare to deal with, and that they literally suck the energy out of every possible situation and then call this having experience or knowing their worth. Now, funny enough, every once in a while, women will accidentally let it slip that they actually do understand why men in their 30s and 40s want to date a 24-year-old, and that it has nothing to do with controlling or manipulating.
Which is why I think older men sometimes date younger women, because it's easy. There's an easiness to it. They're not as damaged by life and jaded and all the other things that happen.
I have them too. I'm an older woman with, you know, job problems and kid problems. But it's nice to kind of be with somebody who you can just get away from all of that.
You see, the reality of it all is that women in their 20s are much more spontaneous, easygoing, and are simply looking to have fun, which older women will classify as being naive and easy to manipulate because the younger woman doesn't have the same goals as her. So as you can see, older women keep yelling that they have their own house, their own cars, and that they pay their own bills, as if that's some sort of flex. I mean, who the hell else was supposed to do that? You're a single 40-year-old woman, you should pay your own bills. That's just basic functioning as an adult. But as soon as men say, okay, you say you don't need us, bye, and start dating 24-year-olds, then all of a sudden, it's please date women your own age. So older women, listen up. You can't tell two consenting adults that they can't be in a relationship simply because you are jealous. That's very much a you problem. This was why women get furious when men date younger. Please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more videos.